Uplands is a suburban community of Swansea, Wales. It lies about a mile, 2 kilometres, to the west of Swansea city centre, and falls within the Uplands electoral ward. It is centred on the A4118 road, which links Swansea city centre and Sketty. The main road begins as Walter Road from the east, and becomes Sketty Road towards the west. Much of the area is hilly. The area, Uplands' main shopping area, is located on and around Uplands Crescent, where small businesses mix with fast food outlets and high street heavyweights like Boots, Sainsbury's and Tesco. The western side of Bryn Wymore Road also has a number of convenience stores, hairdressers, fashion boutiques, pubs and restaurants. The area is becoming increasingly well known amongst the people of Swansea for its nightlife, with a number of late-night bars and restaurants having opened their doors during the early 2010s. The Uplands Tavern pub, however, has long been a popular venue, and was once frequented by Kingsley Amis and Dylan Thomas, although the two writers were never residents of Uplands at the same time. The latter's childhood home on Cumdonkin Drive has a blue plaque marking it as his birthplace, and in June 2012 it was reported that a statue of Thomas would be unveiled in Uplands during the centenary of his birth in 2014, although the exact location of the statue has not yet been revealed. In 2012 the annual Do Not Go Gentle Festival was launched, hosting live music and literature across various venues. It aims to be a festival Dylan Thomas might have liked. Uplands is a relatively salubrious area of Swansea, with property prices above the national average. Council tax rates are quite high because of this, falling into Band C and above. The housing stock consists of fairly large properties. 3-story properties and properties containing 4 bedrooms are more common. Many of the larger properties have been converted into student houses, making the Uplands area popular amongst students attending the city's 2 universities. Though a community, civil parish, of Swansea, Uplands doesn't elect a community council. Notable buildings and landmarks. Eaton Crescent, considered to be one of the most upmarket residential areas close to Swansea's city centre, is where Conservative politician Michael Heseltine grew up. The Crescent consists mainly of large 3-story semi-detached and terraced 4 to 6 bedroom townhouses. During the late 1980s, a large number of properties were converted for use as student houses, but since the late 1990s it has mainly returned to housing families. Stella Maris is a convent occupied by the Sisters of Ursulines of Jesus on Eaton Crescent. The sisters once ran the Stella Maris Primary School, a former independent convent school that has now closed. St. James Church, located on Walter Road, was opened in 1867 as a chapel of ease for the nearby St. Mary's in Swansea's town centre. It became a separate parish in 1985. There is a Jehovah's Witness Kingdom Hall on the corner of Walter Road and Mirador Crescent, and the Dharma Vajra Kadampa Buddhist Center is located in Springfield House on Funnon Road. The Mansion House, the official residence of the Lord Mayor of Swansea, is also on Funnon Road. The Cloyne Wybring campus of Gower College Swansea is located just off Walter Road. There are 2 private schools in the area. Oakley House provides primary education and Funnon House provides senior education for GCSE and A-level pupils. The local parks are Cumdonkin Park and Rosehill Quarry Community Park, with the former an important location and source of inspiration for Dylan Thomas, who lived so close to the park during his childhood that, on summer evenings I could listen, in my bed, to the voices of other children playing ball. Cumdonkin Park features heavily in the radio broadcasts Return Journey and reminiscences of childhood and, most famously, the poem The Hunchback in the Park, a memorial stone with lines from another of Thomas's poems. Fern Hill was placed in the park in 1963. Notable residents: Dylan Thomas was born at 5 Cumdonkin Drive in 1914 and lived there until he was 19 years old. Michael Heseltine, Conservative MP, lived on Eaton Crescent during his childhood. Kingsley Amos, Martin Amos and Sally Amos lived at 24 The Grove in the early 1950s and later at 53 Glanmore Road in the later 1950s and early 1960s. Further reading: Heseltine, Michael. 2001. Life in the Jungle. My Autobiography. Coronet Books. ISBN 0-340-73916-9. Swansea RFT History. Glanmore Williams. 1990. Swansea. An Illustrated History. Christopher Davies. Publishers. Limited. ISBN 0-7154-07147. Funnon House School. Oakley House School. Dylan Thomas. St. James Church. Dharmavajra Kadampa Buddhist Center. Do Not Go Gentle Festival.